What's going on? Sandman Enclave General in the building. There's a couple things I wanted to mention. Did want to shout out a couple people today, and shout out to the Patreons who are on the list in the corner. I do it every weekend for the most part, be it like Saturday or Sunday. I try to shout out the Patreons who support us. And I also want to give a special shout out to like Lostboy, Mooseishman, you know, everybody who donates and assists with our behind the scenes, and D James, OG Rigbo, Young Dro, and all the others on Twitch who support the Twitch stream movement, and the ways that you guys do with the cheering and such. There's a lot of people I can mention here, but again, it's much appreciated. Shouts to like Capoots, Kick-Ass, Dodgy, OG Mex, and all the others that pop up during fights as well. Stop that server flood nonsense. Big shouts to the rest of the ESS as well. You guys will start seeing soon. And shouts to Bernie Lomax for helping with the intros for the videos. I see a lot of comments like shouting out the intros, and Bernie was the man who did that. And same with Michael for the thumbnails, like the most toxic video thumbnail. I know some people are like, yo, the thumbnails are hilarious, and that's big shouts to Michael for that. Now I want to get into the news and the summaries of the week for the most part, and upcoming weeks, etc. So I think this was touched probably by everybody and their mother at this point, but the delay of Wastelanders is for Q1 of 2020, which means it's anywhere from about 3 months to about 6 months from now, which is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. They delayed it, but that was, I mean, who didn't see that coming? It was a really big patch, and I knew that if they would have put it out, they would have just broke the whole game. So odds are they're probably not trying to do that. Although I don't have faith that when they do release it 3 months from now, that it's actually going to work. The Atomic Shop will be putting out more non-cosmetic DLC. That's going to happen. I don't know how whose feedback they read that said, hey, you know, charge us for non-cosmetic shit, but that's happening. They pretty much said, hey, you know, we're making money doing it. It only makes sense for us to do it. And from a business standpoint, I mean, they're not wrong. You know, they're making money doing it. They're making money. People are buying the scrap kits and all that. But I mean, in its defense, it's like, all right, people are buying the scrap kits more than your cosmetics, but you've put out absolute shit cosmetics. And the cosmetic pricing is so high in comparison to like $18 for like a power armor, you know, paint is crazy. And like, I think everybody's tired of like the 2 or 3 like Raider pack skins already, like, and then like the free states of all the groups you could do. You did free states instead of like Enclave or Responders or Brotherhood of Steel. It just seemed awkward. But yeah, let's move on from there. Another thing that seemed awkward was private servers are coming, and private servers will be the death of the game. Depends on the pricing and how much, but we may invest in one, specifically like to keep PvP alive for the most part, because it's going to die off. But we're gonna invite only a handful of people, depending on. You know, there's gonna be criteria if we do go that route. We just don't want, you know, twats in there all the time. But yeah, the private server thing is gonna be ridiculous, because it's gonna be nothing but like, you know, a food build buys a server. He's gonna invite nothing but food build friends, or he's just gonna play by himself on that server, and it's gonna thin out the public servers for sure. As to how the private servers are gonna work, is it gonna be like a dedicated server that you're gonna have to run, or is it gonna be like they're running a dedicated server for you? You're gonna get a special token in order to join that server. That's the question. So odds are they'll make more money if you don't have to, you know, do your own dedicated, if they provide a token for you. And people will do it specifically so that the server is less buggy and things like that, although I still see that being an issue. speaking of buggy things, there was the Immortal glitch I had brought up to Bethesda, I want to say about 2 months ago now. And since I've brought it up, nothing has come of it. No one's really responded to anything as much as like, okay, well, we'll route this up. And then that's all I've heard. I reached out again today to see what's going on and you know, say, hey, look, you know, the energy weapons are causing people to become immortal. It's lame at this point. You know, it's not about nerfing the energy weapons. It's about fixing the glitch that happens where, you know, a body transitions from solid to goo or solid to dust or whatever the case may be. And then what happens is, you know, in that or solid to Gibbs. And then in that transition, you know, when they respawn, they can come back pretty much immortal, like living between this state of solid and you know, like solid and mesh or you know, Gibbs. And I'm just surprised. You know, it's been here forever. The glitch has been here forever. It became really noticeable when explosive lasers took over the scene. That was quite a few months back already. You know, and then I officially brought it to Bethesda's attention 2 months ago, and haven't heard really anything back. Like, hey, you know, they you know, they've looked into it. They've replicated it. Thanks for the information. Anything like that. You know, I haven't gotten anything back. It's just weird. You know, just awkward. You know, but they'll put the fridge and all the other stuff in there. But not fix game breaking stuff. But that's primarily because the Reddit community doesn't PvP, so they don't know about that. And dude, I didn't want to get into the argument over it. All right, giveaways on Saturdays during live streams on Twitch, guys. I mean, if you don't know, yesterday we did giveaways. You know, we'll be doing Xbox and PC. Sometimes, depending, if you guys want to help with the Xbox and PC giveaways, feel free to join in, jump in on our giveaway Saturday. But yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I've seen that some of the other streamers and some of the other players that I've known in this in Fallout 76 that are either moving off of the game or streaming other stuff, going to Borderlands, etc. So the game does seem to be losing flavor for most. Let me know in the comments below exactly, you know, are you still like dedicated to this? Are you still like, you're like, this game's losing flavor for me as well? I don't know. Just put it up there. Again, much appreciated, everybody, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll continue to put out as much nonsense as possible.